Welcome or welcome back, new viewers and gamer bears. It is time for a new episode of the Pokemon Black Nuzlocke, and today we are going inside Relic Castle to go find Team Plasma and Guesses and stop their evil plans. But before we do, let's do a quick team recap. I did a bit of grinding off screen after we lost our last team member, so with that being said, here is Mikleo the Frillish, holding the Spell Tech level 45 with the moves Ominous Wind, Will-O-Wisp, Recover, and Surf. We have Velvet Crow, the Escadrille, level 48, holding the Shell Bell with the moves Metal Claw, Earthquake, Swords Dance, and Rock Slide. We have Ballstuff, the Lord of Fire, the Embor, holding a Charcoal, level 45, with the moves Flame Charge, Brick Break, Heat Crash, and a Workup. We have Tyrgrants, the Whimsicott, holding the Miracle Seed, level 45, with the moves Helping Hand, Giga Drain, Energy Ball, and Cotton Guard. We have Rowan Ilbert, the Vanillish, holding an Eviolite, level 45, with the moves Flash Cannon, Frost Breath, Ice Beam, and Acid Armor. And finally, we have Teresa the Galvantula, level 48, with the moves Volt Switch, Thunder, Sucker Punch, and Bug Buzz, holding no item. So with that being said, let us go in here and begin our episode, as well as evolve Mikleo while we're at it. Let's start with this doctor guy sitting up here. There are two things I've learned about quicksand. If you try to walk through the middle, you fall. And if you try to run through it, you'll fall. No shit, who would have guessed? My psychic-type Pokemon just started making noises. That sounds really weird. Is that because you're in the ruins, or is it because of you? Let's see. Alright, Psychic Parry the Platypus. I shouldn't be making fun of him because I got called that all the time back in elementary school. Oh, I guess I was supposed to be here earlier. Oops. Whatever. Might as well sweep through this. Light screen. Wait, hold up a second. You're level 24. How the hell are you still faster than me? God damn. That just goes to show how fast Sigilif is. So strong. Who are you? I'm the hero of Unova, man. That's who I am. Let's fight this chick over here. We already got her encounter last episode here, so no need to catch this. I always really liked Frillish's cry as well. It's a really neat sound. Fun fact about Frillish, I forgot to mention this in the previous episode. Frillish was originally going to be a pure water type. Just being here fills me with magical power. And the only reason it was given the ghost type was because there weren't really enough, like, actual special water types in the Unova Pokedex. And that's how we got Basculin as well. There weren't enough water types in the Unova Pokedex, so Basculin was also added. And that's how we have that boring old fish. But at least if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't have the wonder that is Basculegion, so there's a plus there. Surf. Kill them, or faint them, excuse me. Alright, and I think with that, Mikleo should evolve. Not quite. Let's fight this Munna first. Goodbye. Alright, Mikleo is now level 46. You seem to be full of magical power, too. Alright, Mikleo's evolving. I'm really glad they did add this thing with the ghost type, because if it didn't have the ghost type, it wouldn't be as good. And we get the Pringles Man! Yay! I love Male Jellicent. This guy's so cool. Alright, why don't we look at those beautiful stats of his? Look at that HP stat. His HP went up quite a lot thanks to the HP EVs we got off screen. Good defense, very good special defense. And a little synergistic ability with Water Absorb. Alright, oh no. I forgot if you try to run into it, you'll fall. Hello, Aaron, how are you doing today? Alright, so that's what happens when you go through that, but we got ourselves a wild encounter first. Yamasker sends out the Jellicent. Alright, revive. I can just sell that for money, that's fine. Alright, we can go right back up to where we fell. I mean, I kind of like the gimmick in this place anyways, it's not that bad. I forgot, if you try to run around it, you'll end up falling into the hole. So instead, we gotta slowly encounter something. Yeah, dupes. I mean, we already got UMS last episode, so we can't get that here. And this is the only place in the entire game you can even get UMS anyways. Alright, we gotta walk over this. Alright, that guy doesn't battle me. This trainer right over here actually gives you a fossil. I've been carrying 2 Pokemon fossils, but they're just so heavy. Will you take one? I'm gonna take the plume fossil. Oh, you like the plume fossil? It is the fossil of a bird Pokemon that lived in an ancient forest, but they say it couldn't fly, which is bullshit. It can learn the move fly, but whatever. You got the plume fossil, so after this we should go back to Nacrene City. Because that's where you get fossils revived in this game. There! The sand is clearly away, so now you can proceed. That's fine, now let's go into this cave here. And what's this guy sitting here for? Guts has told us that, once again, we should test how much power you have. We'll see if you can defeat Team Plasma. Defeat us. That's okay. If we can keep ourselves above half HP, we're good. I've heard about you. I heard you work Pokemon hard. And the reason I didn't choose Carracosta, even though back in elementary school I chose Carracosta, we already got a water type on the team. We're fine. And if Jellicent ever dies, we could just use Swanna again. Alright, turns out, Watchdog. It is one of the worst abilities, but again, if we can keep ourselves above half HP, we'll be alright. I might even try to grind citrus berries off screen to keep that from happening. Alright, goodbye, Watchdog. Man, look at Mikleo. He's looking very powerful. Cuckoo Rock. Alright, you might be faster than me. I don't want to risk getting hit by a Dark-type move. So, let's go into Rowan. Yeah, I don't know, my Eviolite doesn't work. I don't think I need it, though, for this. Ice Beam, you're dead. Alright, and Cuckoo Rock is the final Pokemon. I always remember that one Croc you fight in Pokemon, in Pokepark 2. And the little cry, he says, Cuckoo Rock, Cuckoo Rock. I don't know, I just remember that so much. Yes, I heard you were strong in that match. I had heard exactly. And I wouldn't be talking about memes for pretending to that a virus, but what else. Alright, Sandile, don't really care. Now, if I remember correctly, that Croc fight in Pokepark 2, you also have to fight a Sandile along with him. It's 2 against 1, which isn't fair, but if you're using Oshawott or Snivy in that game, it's easy. At that point in the game, you have Oshawott anyways, so not a problem. Alright, Max Potion. Oh, get it. You know, I should use Max Repels again. I did buy a few off-screen. Ooh, Croc, so we do have a few stronger people down here. I only went for that because I already have plenty of water types. I do not have Pursuit, thank you. I probably shouldn't have Rowan in the, or, Mikleo in the front just in case. Dig, oh no. And now worried. Goodbye. Alright, so now we have the level jumps that we were supposed to see before. Why don't we give Rowan some good training? He needs to be trained up. So we can get ourselves a nice special Pokemon. One of my favorite Pokemon this generation. Alright, where is my Max Repels? Here they are. You, to please my Pokemon, lose. Also, Aaron, I'd like to ask, do you happen to have a spare Miraidon? I need that for a new VGC team. Alright, Scraggly. I'm trying to look for people who have that Pokemon, and I can't seem to find anybody with it. Alright, of course, run into this guy. Again, why are you gonna be this way? I'm just realizing how many... Yeah, let's use Teresa. You resist fighting, so I don't want to risk getting hit with a high jump kick again. There it is. Yeah, you think I'm gonna fall for that again? Nope. Eat this bug bust to the face, loser. That Carracosta is really cool. I remember using it back in elementary school. Alright, I call upon the gods of thunder to unleash that fury of thunder, indignation. called upon thee from the land of the dead, whatever. Compound Eye is already looking real good. No need to waste your time doing another playthrough, that's fine. I'll try to find one through other means. Alright, just walk through this, don't try to run through it. Run, don't walk. I don't know. You can catch or change the world without a little pain. Change the world sounds like Maverick talk to me. Alright, Garbodor, oh boy. I don't have any psychic types. Well, I do have a psychic type in the PC that's of level, that being Martyr the Gothita, but we won't need her for right now. Got her trained a lot in the daycare. Sludge Bomb, I can take that. Just don't poison me is all I'm asking. Alright, good. Ask as you shall receive. Ouch, I don't like pain. Who does? Makes sense to me, it's a very fitting name for it. Alright, oh yes, TM30, Shadow Ball! Perfect, this is the great upgrade that Mikleo needed. We don't need Omnis Wind's weak ass anymore. Oh, and Tyr can learn it too? Screw it, let's give that to her. She needs the coverage. I don't remember when this guy being able to learn Shadow Ball. Does it still learn it in modern games? I wonder. Alright, Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball will have a Shadow Fall. I don't know, that makes no sense. Get rid of Helping Hand, we don't need that. No, I don't need... It's only a 10% chance for that to happen anyways. And besides, the other moves are really useful for it, so I'm willing to sacrifice that for some power. If everyone freezes their Pokemon, there's no winning or losing. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of losing, little do you know, good sir. Alright, what do you have? Crooked Rock, easy. Alright, Ice Beam. If I don't have Pokemon, I won't lose like this. Yeah, you won't be winning either. You just gotta remember that. Even if you don't do it, it's worse than doing it and failing, I always say. Alright, just walk around these. I remember when I was in elementary school, I had so much trouble trying to figure out how to even get past that. Pokemon are too good for the likes of you. They're amazing, but putting them in the hands of foolish trainers can bring nothing good. Yeah, because I did a lot of those episodes before you followed my channel. Alright, Leopard. Alright, Hone Claw's not gonna help you, I hope you know that. Ice Beam to the face. Next up, Trubbish, because she's trash. Get it? Okay. And a final Trubbish. I didn't want to do that. Alright, Frost Breath, just so we can save on Ice Beam power points. This does crit all the time, so it does double damage. Plus the stab, so technically does triple damage. That's how Pokemon multipliers work. Annoying. Alright, just walk around very slowly. Alright, a power up, or a power point's up. I refuse to say its name in the short form. Yes, and I, once again, thank you for following. Alright, now, of these three holes, I think we should go down this one. Don't take that out of context. Alright, and a sunstone. I already used the one I had earlier. I guess I wasn't supposed to go down here, but I guess the sunstone was worth it. I don't know. Let's go over here. Alright, I have to go up the stairs. So many stairs in this place, man. I don't like going up the stairs. That is crazy. Alright, we should go down this hole over here. Judging by what we saw on the previous floor. A bit of trial and error, which isn't the best form of game design, but not the worst either. I really want to use my earthquake strategy over here. Ah, damn, now I wish I still had Helping Hand. Oh well. Alright, let's get Balsef over here. Over 2 years old. We fight for the young king. That is... Or that's it. Or whatevs. Alright. A grunt. Sends out a watchdog, I mean hog. Go, Rowan. Hit him with that grand finale. Alright, level 46. Alright, and a Scraggly. Alright, now if I don't want to have a repeat of the last episode, let's head out to Riza again. Scary face. Alright, that's fine. I might still be faster, but who knows? Let's see. Yeah, I am. Goodbye. My king, I'm so sorry. Alright, I thought this was gonna be a double battle, but no. I won't tolerate people who have different ideas. People are gonna have different ideas, you can't change that. Alright, next up, Trubbish. Alright, we only need one more level for Rowan, and we get something special. Alright, and Laperd being the last Pokemon. Alright, Vika, that's fine. Alright, take this Ice Beam to the face. Glitches are quite soft, aren't they? I won't forgive you. I don't need your forgiveness. Alright, let's see. Who should we have in the front? Yeah, let's give Teresa some action. Now that everybody else is around our level. Try to struggle all you want, you won't get out of the quicksand. Alright, what do we have going on here? Sharon, you were not behind me. How the hell did you get there so fast? Phew, I finally caught up. Yeah, until you waited till I got through all the trainers first. You freaking, whatever. You two, come here. Come to my side. Oh, what, we're gonna throw and one him? It looks like everyone's here. Curlers, weave, and see a spire. Okay. It seems you are working hard to resurrect Reshiram, the other Dragon-type Pokemon, aren't you? But it appears the Lightstone you seek is not here. Well then. Congratulations are in order. Sparebear, you were chosen by our king. If you truly desire to keep the world as it is, where Pokemon live alongside people, you must bring the other dragon Pokemon spoken of in legend and battle with our king. Otherwise, Team Plasma will steal every Pokemon from every trainer or person in the world and release them. Release them, you say? Do the Pokemon who live with their trainers actually want that? Is the liberation you talk about really just stealing Pokemon from people? What's this? Champion Alder, even though illness took the Pokemon that had been your partner for many years, and you haven't had a serious battle in all that time, which is bullshit, but whatever. Even you, who ordered the Elite Four to protect the Pokemon League and left to wander the Unova region alone. Even a champion like you now wants to protect a world where Pokemon and people live together? Team Plasma's king will show the people of Unova that he is stronger than a champion who keeps Pokemon bound. And just like the hero who founded Unova, he will be accompanied by the legendary Pokemon. He will give this order. Trainers, release your Pokemon. For this, we have prepared a suitable castle for the legendary Zekrom and our king. I won't lose. Yeah, you will. I wonder for all trainers who love... Alright, I'll fight for all trainers who love their Pokemon, and for all Pokemon who believe in their trainers. Our king has no interest in you. He has already determined that victory against you is assured. So you stayed behind. Just tell me that? Just to make a fool of me? Of course not. I'm doing this out of kindness. Yes, kindness. I'm making sure the champion doesn't get hurt for no reason. Granted, the moment when someone loses all hope, I really do love to watch that moment. Well then, farewell. Oh, piss off, I'm not walking out for you. Why'd my character just walk out of the way like that? I guess she's just polite like that, I don't know. Alda, what are you going to do now? It seems my only choice is to return to the Pokemon League and Battle N, but it bothers me to do exactly what Getsus wants. More importantly, what should we do about the Lightstone? Alder, why don't we go outside for now? Yes, that's a good idea. It's hard to breathe in here. Because there's a bunch of sand everywhere, so of course, it's ruggedy and it gets everywhere, goddammit. I don't like sand. Even more sand, goddammit. You tell me it's hard to breathe in there, but up here it's just fine? Okay. It's hard to put into words, but I'll never forgive them for this. What could that guy called N possibly want? Could he be trying to prove he is right by winning a battle of the two dragons? The exchange receiver's ringing. We're calling you about your car's extended warranty. Spare Bear. Spare Bear! Hello, Spare Bear, I'm right here. You don't need to yell. Oh, you picked up. Hey, Spare Bear. Come to the museum, and I was already going there, but okay. In Akron City, immediately, right away, got it? I mean, right now. Yeah, totally. I'll wait like 2 hours, Juniper. It's fine. Alright, okay. Take your time. Don't need to rush. I can't hear Professor Juniper's voice from clear over here. Of course you can. You're right next to me. Seems like something big is happening. I wonder what is happening at the museum in Akron City. I'll go on ahead. What flying type did he use? I mean, need animation, but I really want to know. I'll look around here once more. I don't want to believe that what Getsus says. You should head for the Nacre Museum. Where the fuck else was I going, Sharon? Anyways. Let's get out of this desert. I hate sand. It's rough course. It gets everywhere, goddammit. I know. I'll stop. Yeah, she was the first, female president. And also pretty hot, too. I agree. Nice legs as well. I won't deny that. And I think besides Magnolia / Shonya, she's the only other female professor. Oh, yeah, and Sada. Hot take, but I think she's hotter than Sada. I'll say it right now. Alright, let me heal my mons real fast. Oh, yes, she is. I mean, Juniper's hotter than Sada is what I meant. And hotter than Sonia, in my opinion, as well. Our Route 4, just gotta get through here. I don't think I fought this guy. Let me just hide from him. Hehehe, I'm too stealthy. Alright, power off. That's perfectly fine. Just in time, too, actually. I just need to go get my Umfazon. And let's go see what's going on at the Nakarine Museum. Yes, she is. A pretty decent professor, too. Actually, you know what? I don't think I need to even fly there. Let's get my bicycle. And get moving. You know what? My favorite bicycle theme in any Pokemon game is the one from X and Y. That one's really good. I remember when I used to do competitive breeding in that game, I'd get on the bike all the time. I think, like, right next to the daycare, I'd go to Campfire Town or whatever the hell to hatch my eggs using the bike. And just that song just pretty much ingrained into my head. There's no bike theme in any other Pokemon game that's better than that. And nobody can convince me otherwise. Though the one in Johto was kind of decent as well, I guess. Understandable. You don't like, Sonya more. Oh, now we're off the bridge. And I really hate how when you exit this little terminal over here, you get off your bike for some reason. It's just strange. There's no reason to do that. Alright, let's just get back on our bike again. Alright, what happened? What's going on here? What took you so long? I mean, Alder told me what's going on. Spider, you got caught up in something serious, it seems. Yeah, in Pokemon games, when does that not happen, I'll be honest. Isn't it convenient? Have you ever thought of that in Pokemon games? Isn't it convenient that we're starting our journey at the same time an evil team is doing their evil thing? That could have happened before a journey or even after a journey, and it could have been somebody else's problem. Anybody else found that weirdly convenient? Whatever. Is this it? What do you mean, is this it? Oh, isn't that the stone from the... Oh, that's what she meant, okay. From the desert resort? Yes, that's right, but this is really a Dragon-type Pokemon. Surely, when I investigated Dragon Spiral Tower, I found elements that were dated to the same era as the Light Stone. I looked into that. Impressive, as always. But, you know, we're lucky, because what if Team Plasma, like, noticed that old stone that time? Yeah, she's not wrong about that. Imagine if they were actually competent and got the fucking stone instead of a Dragonite skull. Whatever, they would have been resurrected Reshiram by now, but whatevs. That's a good point. It's clear to me that they were trying to steal the Dragon Skull so they could revive the legendary Dragon-type Pokemon. If you would, Sparebear, take this. Wait a moment, Sparebear. What? If you take this Light Stone, that means you'll be the one to battle N if anything happens to me. Are you okay with that? Totally, I'm fine with that. I understand. You are determined to take on this duty. Then, here it is. Prepare yourself. Be strong. I see. If things don't go as planned, you'll use this Light Stone. You'll protect the true future of us, for us in Pokemon. We're counting on you, Sparebear. I know I read that sentence in the wrong order, but I don't care. Please take care of yourself. You got the legendary Light Stone. Cue the little jingle from Zelda. Alright, anyways, obtain the Light Stone. Put it in the keys item case. So, how do we wake the Dragon-type Pokemon from the stone? You know, that's an excellent question, Cedric. How do we do that? That's it. We've got them, don't we? Uh-huh. We've got those, too. Sparebear, go to Opelucid City. The gym leader of that city uses Dragon-type Pokemon. The gym leader could know something. I'll go ahead and wait for you there. Until then. Let me bring out my my flying type over here that I'll never tell you who it's using. That's right. Opelucid City's Drayden might know something. Hey, Sparebear, never forget what you always have. That you always have Pokemon right by your side. I'm going to head back to the lab and do some research. I'll see if I can uncover what kind of being these legendary Dragon-type Pokemon are, and if there is any way to awaken them. Don't worry. If we have something for you, we'll come running to find you. Oh, sounds serious. Sounds real serious. That's about all I got out of it. Sparebear, do you know Opelucid City? Yes. Where do you live from Asira City? And, like, cross the Tubeline Bridge. It's on the other side. I'm not that great with directions. Oh, you think you're bad with directions? Just wait for a certain Generation 8 champion. Oh, boy. So, if you need more, check your town map, okay? Alright, let me go make an empty space in my party real fast. And I'm gonna go get Umfazon out of... Actually, better yet, let's just do that now. Let's get Hubert the Umfazon out of the PC real fast. And here's some of the Pokemon, and Marta, the Gothita I was mentioning earlier, she's level 45, so if I ever need her, I could use her, which I'm considering doing that for the Elite Four. Yeah, let's put McLeo back here for a sec, and Rowan back here for a second as well. Right, let's go get our museum encounter. Actually, you know what? We are close to Striaton City, right? Might as well get my Striaton City encounter as well while we're at it. But I'll come back in there in a second. Alright, right over here. I'm researching Pokemon fossils here. You have a fossil, don't you? Shall I turn it back into a Pokemon? Alright. I will turn the plume fossil back into a Pokemon. The fossil you gave me turned back into a Pokemon. This is Archon. Please take care of it. You received Archon! Alright, give it a nickname? Yes, we shall. It is male. And it's level 25, weirdly enough, as well. Instead of being, like, level 5 or something, but whatevs. Alright, so male Tales of character I can name this after. This might take a while, I'm just giving it some thought. You know what? I know who I can name it after. Carol Chappelle, or Capel, from Tales of Vesperia, the leader of Brave Vesperia, which is the guild and the main party, and the main name of the party in that game. I've already come up with a name, it's fine. Carol Capel, welcome to the team. He's also the worst playable character in that game, but, discussion for another day. And he was also a bit of a coward. And his main weapons are hammers and giant swords too, so there's that. And he's an earth elemental in that game, so that's why I named him the Archon that. Alright, you go back there. Alright, let's go back to Striaton City real fast, and then we'll go back to Icera City after that. Alright, let's get on the bike. Alright, there's probably gonna be a lot of dupes over here, but let's see what happens. There are certain areas around here we can actually access now thanks to having Surf, but I'm just going to do that off screen. No need to waste our time with that here. Alright, Striaton City. Why don't we go over here? I thought we could always wait for some rippling water. I don't know. I don't think there's many water types you can even find now, so it's probably going to be nothing but dupes, honestly. If it is, maybe we'll just save this encounter for another time. Basculane. Only level 6. I think, yes, you do point that out. I think I will name some more after subscribers later on. Yeah, let me just walk around until we get some rippling water. Yeah, that is dupes. I already have a Basculin. I'm pretty sure you can only find Basculins and Frillish here, so I might just save this for the post-game, honestly. Let's just walk around until we get rippling water. There should be some at any point now. Alright, this rando's sitting over here. I forgot if this guy actually does anything. I don't know. I know wrestling or rippling water. I might as well just surf over here. Actually, yes, it is a pretty interesting video. I watched a little bit of it, I didn't finish watching it though. Yeah, I think there's just Basculins and Foolish here. There's no way there is anything else. Yeah, let's just save this for another time. Screw it. Probably wait till the post-game for that. Alright, Umfazon, let's fly over to Asura City. Alright, we still have some time, so why don't we go through this next route? I think I should keep Rowan in the front as well for this route as too. Alright, go Attic over here. Let's end this. Alright, we're on. We already got our encounter here, which was a Shelmity as our Route 8 encounter. I think there's another small area around here too that is kind of just makes me wonder why did the devs even bother putting it into the game. But we'll come to that in a bit. Because it's not an area where you can find a legendary Pokemon, not even in the game's sequel, so... Well, you'll see what I'm talking about momentarily. Yeah, those two I'm well aware of as well. I actually did the old Giovanni fight back in elementary school at the old Celebi event. Alright, Kopchu, that's easy. And the one with N, I remember looking those up back in middle school when, like, Horus was the latest Pokemon game. I goodbye, Kopchu, and I just realized I didn't read this guy's dialogue, but that's fine. Pity Toad. Ice Beam to the throat. And Maractis as your final Pokemon. Goodbye. Okay, you seem to cherish nature. By beating you up, you think I'd cherish nature? Okay. When seasons change, Mother Nature gives us this. Pitcha Berry. Oh, don't spoil the video for me so fast. How can people change? Alright, Poison Barb, I can power Poison type moves, but I don't have any such things on this team. Not really, since fairy types don't exist yet. Poison type moves are kind of worthless, because back then, the only type that Poison could hit for super effective was Grass, which is like, why? I don't know. Part of me is glad they added fairy types just so Poison types can at least have a bit more offensive presence. TM36 Sludge Bomb. You know, let's see who can learn that. I think I have a few mons on here that can probably learn it. Alright, I just want to see that for myself is all. I don't Jellicent can learn it. Does Jellicent really need that coverage move though? Alright, it's useless on Velvet because bad special attack. I'll think about that. If Will-O-Wisp ends up being too unreliable, we'll use Sludge Bomb. Really wish my encounter here was that Palpitoad, man. I love me Seismitoad. Alright, I think I should put on a Repel, because this is annoying. Alright, let's fight this personal lady over here. The splish splash sound, those were your footsteps, weren't they? So cute. Yes, I agree. I'm talking about holding out the sound she's making. But anyways. Alright, Frillish, you resist both of my attacks, which is not the best. Yeah, I'm well aware of that fight, actually, as well. Oh, yeah, you just Ice Beam. I know it's a resisted move, but this should still deal alright damage. Not as much as I thought, actually. At least I can take your attacks pretty well. No, my Ice Beam! Oh, piss off. That's some bullshit. Well, I might as well get through that special defense boost that you have. 10% chance for an Omni boost, huh? Whatever, it's fine. Goodbye. And a Dukelet. Too bad I can't use Ice Beam, so we'll just stick with Frost Breath. Bye-bye, Ducklet. You are so strong, too strong to be cute. Alright, what do we have here? A full heal. Alright, this is the area I was talking about, that little tree-looking background there. It blends in along the it blends in along the trees and grass. It shows its strength. See the strength of my Pokemon. Alright, Ranger Annie. Chino. Alright, am I faster than this Chinchino? Let's hit him with the Ice Beam. Tickle, that's fine, though lowering my defense is not ideal. And goodbye to you. Alright, does that level us up? Ah, just misses out on it. What I wanted to see was not your strength. Hey, this is what Pokemon love. Here, take some. You got a Pitcher Berry. Yeah. Because Gen 6 was the game that changed that, because that's why in competitive play it used to be called the Weather Wars. There is nature that, and there are cities. And it's lovely to have the choice, the choice. Both people and Pokemon could choose their favorite places. And I forgot the Western accent there for a second, but that's okay. Or the country accent, I should say. It's a country accent. Alright, before I go in here, I want to fight another trainer to get Rowan to evolve. My parasol is full of TMs. Would you like one? You got TM42 Facade. A Facade. When the user is poisoned, paralyzed, or burned, its attack power doubles. Huh, you know what? Never mind what I said before. Let's just wait for this to wear off. Come on, Max Repel, wear off already. I want you to wear off. I kind of wish you had a counter for how many steps you had left for the repels. There we go. Now let's fight one more thing over here. Stonefisk, you're the perfect victim. Alright, Ice Beam, goodbye. Oh, you're just delaying the inevitable. And Flash Cannon. Alright, Rowan's now level 47. And Rowan wants to learn Mirror Coat, which is kind of worthless in Nuzlocke, so I'm not learning that. Fun fact, in Generation 7 you can actually use Mirror Coat as a Z move with Psychium Z. Alright, what Rowan's evolving? Alright, this is what I've been waiting for. And we got one of the best Pokemon this generation. I know you're all gonna hate me for saying that, but I stand on that hill. Vanillix. And now the Eviolite is worthless on it. Alright, let's take that Eviolite off. We got quite a bit of HP out of that, too. And where's the Never Melt Ice? Right here. Alright, our ice type moves are now much stronger. Let's see the stats. Alright, stats are looking pretty well balanced. You can't get mad at that. Alright, now with that being said, let's have Milk Leo in the front for this. Alright, this is the area I was talking about. More of Icarus. I mean, it's a separate encounter. Just makes me wonder why this is even here. You can't get any legendary Pokemon here. There's no special encounters here. It's kind of just an area. It's kind of lame, not gonna lie. But anyways, let's get our encounter from this area. Can we get a Palpitoad? That's what I'm asking for. Asking you shall receive. Alright, go, Mikleo. And another reason I didn't choose Tortuga, because we have plenty of water encounters, this being one of them. Alright, Ultra Ball, go. And it stayed. Guess the Palpitoad really wanted to join the team. Alright, Palpitoad, the vibration Pokemon. When they vibrate, the bumps on their heads, they can make waves on water or earthquakes like vibrations on land. Alright, and let's hit yes. Alright, so either male Tales of character or a subscriber / follower. Alright, if anybody's got any subscriber or followers to mention, actually, I think I got one. We'll name this one after a sub / follow, and that will be Derpy Boy 1121. Since he joins my Pokemon Scarlet and Violet vids all the time, here I shall name this Pokemon after him. Welcome to the team, Derpy Boy, and it's kind of fitting for Palpitoad as well, actually. Alright, there we go. Alright, I might see if there's any items around here. Or maybe I'll just deal with that off screen, so we can get to our destination already. Ashelmati, we don't need it. I think I remember back in my Pokemon Sword Nuzlocke, I named the Palpitoad I caught there Asbel from the main protagonist of Tales of Graces F, which recently got a remaster. But I already have that game on PS3, so I didn't bother getting it. Alright, let me put on another Repel now that we got that encounter. He supports us a lot in the raids, and I appreciate him for that. At the time of making this video, the Metagross raids are alive right now, so I wonder what strategy he'll cook up there. Real fishermen are impatient, so we must battle immediately. I don't really know yet. Perhaps a dark type, since he really likes dark types. Fisherman Bruce. Hey, it's Bruce Wayne. Didn't know he was here. I know he's not Batman. Alright, for accuracy, I'm gonna use Bug Buzz. This should kill him anyways. Alright, next up, Basculin again. The blue-striped one. You can actually get blue-striped Basculins in this game, but only through rustling grass. I lost. It is the end, whatever you just said. Alright, let's fight her next. If you turn a parasol around, it's like a flower blooming in the rain. I used to do that all the time back in elementary school. I remember this one girl I knew back in elementary school, because I remember I was waiting at my old bus stop for my little sister back when I was in elementary school. She was in grade school. And with that female friend of mine, we used to, like, it was raining one time, we both had umbrellas. I remember I had this old Bakugan-themed umbrella, actually, at the time. And we would just throw our umbrellas at each other while we wait for some rain to go on and just get each other wet. It's actually kind of funny. I remember you can also do something like that in the modern Animal Crossing games, too. I don't think you could do that in the older Animal Crossing games, though. It's a neat little animation, something nice and fun. Come on. Thank you for your safety checks. Alright, let's see what this chick has to give us. That's right, I found rocks, and then I give them to people. That's my simple life. You rock. Here, I'll give you the heat rock for this I found this afternoon. You got a heat rock. Randomly, this female character here actually will give you many of the different weather rocks. The heat rock for sun, damp rock for rain, the smooth rock for sandstorm, and I forgot what the hail rock was called, the icy rock for hail, / snow if you're playing Scarlet and Violet. Yeah, if you like rocks, come back tomorrow. Roll in a different time, if possible. I'll be here, I promise. I pumice, whatever. Spam here! What do you want, Bianca, goddammit? As I've been traveling lately, I've been thinking about things. Things like what I can do with my life, and what I want to do, but I'm thinking how cool it would be to be a model like Elisa. And then, how cool it would be to do research on Pokemon, like Professor Juniper. If that's what I want to do, I'm going to have to know a lot about Pokemon, so... Would you please battle me? You ask me, but then you force me to do it, for fuck's sake, whatever. They're adorable. Alright, we're fighting Pokemon Trainer Bianca. Sue sends out a Stoutlandis. A Stoutlander. Yeah, I like the design of the Parasol ladies in this game. Alright, so, I don't think Stoutland's gonna hit me very hard with anything, so let's hit him with the... Of course, Thunder misses. Great, awesome. How much is this gonna do? Okay, not as much as I thought, but still quite a bit. Alright, Thunder! Alright, really? You took that? Alright, I gotta pivot. Oh, so you chose that move? Yes, I chose that move. Alright, Volt Switch. Oh, screw you! Screw you! Don't do that! Alright, Volt Switch, let's get some damage. Let us switch into Velvet. Alright, Earthquake. Alright, Simipour. Alright, let's switch into Tear. She hasn't done anything this whole episode, so let's give her some action. Alright, Leer, that's the best move you have. Unlike Charon, Bianca doesn't have any items in her battle, so she's definitely a bit easier, and her Pokemon are lower leveled as well. Alright, blow him up with Energy Ball. Alright, Serperior. Alright, thankfully Superior doesn't have its hidden ability, so it's really not that hard to deal with. And I don't think it even has Leaf Storm at this point in the game anyways, so not much of a worry. Coil. She read me, man. She read my Switch. What is this, singles and Pokemon Showdown? Well, she's going to take a little less damage from my attacks, but it's not the worst thing in the world. You're coiling an awful lot there. I probably should have used Heat Wave instead of freaking Flame Charge. Oh, that still does a lot. Alright, we're fine. Slam! Oof! That did quite a bit of damage! Little scary there. But down she goes. And finally, Musharda. Forewarn, that's fine. Things like this really do make me wish there was a fire type pivoting move, but oh well. Oh, Bianca. Pretty neat way to say her name, honestly, but I'm just gonna stick with Bianca. Alright, Shadow Ball. Man, you survived that. Every time I watch my Pokemon battle, it ends like this. You gotta get stronger, man. You gotta do those push-ups, sit-ups, and plenty of juice. That's how I became the great Pokemon trainer that I am. Alright, Surf. Burnout, maybe, yeah. There could also be a Dark-type one called Hit and Run. That would actually fit really well. I know that's technically a crime, but so is foul play. And that's a Pokemon move. The Pokemon on both sides tried so hard. And whatever she said after that. Yep, Spareberry, you're amazing. I'm really, really, really impressed. And that makes me want to give this to you. You obtained... Gee, thanks. Well, I shouldn't say that. That animation's still adorable, though. In Castelia City, my precious Pokemon was stolen by Team Plasma, so I really, really understand. If Team Plasma forces everyone to liberate their Pokemon, there will be nothing but sad people. Sparebear, stop Team Plasma. Don't allow Pokemon to be stolen from trainers who love them. I think that's the truth or ideals that you've been pursuing, Sparebear. Oh dear, here I've come all this way, and I'm afraid I'm bothering you, when you're trying to go through so much. All I wanted was to help you relax, Sparebear. Knowing you, you'll be fine, definitely, you'll totally be fine. I guarantee it. Anyway, you know what, I mean, yeah, so, bye-bye. Bye-bye, Bianca. Anyways, team takes a little bit of a beating. Just a bit. Now let's put Velvet in the front. Oh yeah. Look at that, great minds think alike. This one's a little different to the other terminals. How do I describe this? You know that vibration you feel in the soles of your feet when you're crossing the Timberline Bridge? No, it's the coolest. That's weird, whatever. A giant steel bridge towering over the road ahead. I get excited just looking at this model of the Timberline Bridge. For anyone obsessed with railroads, especially train photographers like me, the Timberland Bridge and Annaville Town are both perfect spots for taking pictures. Alright, let's get on out of here. I really like that little angle change. Speaking of, when you're in a Pokemon Center, originally if you're at the Pokemon there, originally a little perspective switch was supposed to happen there too, but that doesn't happen in the final game. Alright, this bridge, actually, something special can happen here if you play this on Mondays. A whole biker gang will actually be here, and if you beat the leader, they'll actually name whatever Pokemon you use at the front of your party, they'll name the bridge or the gang after that, being your Pokemon. Hey you, it's just my opinion, but it's best if you avoid the areas on weekend evenings. The brats who live around here often get up to something stupid. Oh, what happened? Uh-oh, this gets this boy. Why is he standing in the middle of the bridge? My repel wore off, that's fine. Hey, I want to talk to you. There we go. I was running around trying to outrun the trains. I got overheated. Phew! Anyway, please take this. You got TM43, Flame Charge. This TM contains Flame Charge. If the move lands, the user's speed goes up. You'll blow it by everybody. Or everyone. Alright, uh-oh. I'm being abducted. Come. Oh. That stupid walking animation is so funny. Gets us. We brought the one you wanted. Excellent. It seems that you have obtained a light stone. I congratulate you on a job well done. It is my Lord N's thought that the two holders of the legendary Pokemon should put their beliefs on the line and strive to find which is the true hero. This is not necessary, however, for from his infancy, I provided him with the education required to become the hero of a legend. Indeed, he has been so acknowledged by the legendary Pokemon. Such purity of promise is his. The liberation of Pokemon, of which Team Plasma speaks, is the separation of Pokemon from foolish people. That's the truth! All trainers will become helpless to resist us. We alone will be able to use Pokemon. The preparations are complete. When my perfect plan is set in motion, first a few gullible Pokemon trainers who are unable to resist Team Plasma will release their Pokemon. Then, that number will become 100, then 1,000! In no time, even the gym leaders and the champion will become unable to fight us. Having a Pokemon will be considered a bad thing. Even people like the sad little Bianca, oh come on, I was just battling her, whose Pokemon was stolen in Castilia, will be unable to face public opinion, and will release their Pokemon. You do that again to Bianca, we're gonna have some problems, Getsus. Hope you know that. That's the kind of world we'll make. You may have the stone, but there's no chance whatsoever that the legendary Pokemon will accept you as the hero. So, if you're not willing to hand over your precious Pokemon, I suggest you search for some courage, because you're going to need it. Was I just threatened just now, huh? Oh, then again, I just threatened him. Whatever, I need some courage. I have the Triforce of Courage already, so that's fine. Phew, I tried a little too hard. I bought way too much at a shopping mall 9. The Route 9 has a lot of trainers for such a short route. If there is a place where people can ride, similar Pokemon, or similar people, tend to gather. Oh yes, that. The pitcher stole his first pitch. Thanks. And I'm glad I caught it. It could have hit me right in the head, I'm just saying. But TM56 Fling. What I just threw was TM56 Fling. You throw an item to do damage to the target, and the damage changes depending on what you throw. Gee, thanks. Oh, we got a biker guy. Oh, you know what? That's fine. He's trying to run me over with his bike. Who do you think you are, Wario? Do you want to pass through here? Then you must greet me. Ah, you're challenged by biker Philip. Sends out a crack rock. Oh yeah, we're gonna have problems indeed. Alright, Velvet, hit him with your earthquake. A critical hit. Alright, sends out a Scraggly. Bikers do primarily use Dark-type Pokemon. We'll bring that up in a later episode, don't you worry. You! What great strength you have! If I win, give me a Pokemon. No. Make me, as they say. You're challenging Roughneck Reese. That's not a dude's name, but whatever. Alright, Earthquack. Alright, and Garbodor. Bad choice, my friend. Oh, that's fine. I do thank you for reminding me. I might have forgotten that, otherwise. That was just a joke. I didn't have to take it so seriously. Yeah, you threaten me like that again, I'm gonna throw you over that bridge. Alright, we got this guy sitting over here. What's this guy want? Join our team. Actually, I will force you to join our team. What team? You ain't got a team. Anyways, Chance. Roughneck Chance. Alright, sends out a level 37 Scraggly. Alright, Velvet hit him with the Earthquake. Our team doesn't need a trainer who is quite that strong. It is pretty good, actually. It just shows how much work they put into this game's soundtrack. Heh, nobody can beat my speed and fury. You know who you sound like? Super 17 from Dragon Ball GT. Nobody can beat me when I'm Super 17. Well, he said nobody, so give him nobody. Right? Whatever, Pawneard. Hey, a new Pokemon we haven't seen yet. It's a dank steel type. Too bad Kingambit doesn't exist yet. Imagine if Kingambit did exist back in Gen 5. You know how cool that would be? Oh well. I have lost, and I'm such a loser. Also, his name is Zeke. Hey, I like Zeke from Xenoblade 2. Alright, you know what? I want Velvet to level up here, so... why don't we... pair her with Rowan. The only problem is, you know what? Alright, because I have a feeling they're going to use Krokorok. Now let's do Tyr instead. If I need to double down one of their Pokemon, we could always do that. Hey, hey! What have we here, boys? You have good Pokemon, let me see. Hey, hey! A bad one teamed up with another bad one. You know what it means? That means we're very bad. You know, you sound like those little preschoolers going 1 + 1 is 2. That means we're double the strength or some dumb shit like that. In the Gen 7 games. Double Scraggy. Alright, not the best scenario because they can gang up on my Vanillux. Alright, let us hit one of you with an Energy Ball and the other one. We could switch out for Mikleo, right? Yeah, I don't want to risk any high jump kicks. And I guess we're stuck using... I guess we could rotate him out instead. Try to hard switch. Had a feeling that was gonna happen. Tyr, don't you die on me. Yeah, you... I was about to call him a fuckboy, but nah, never mind. Alright, let's see here. Let's Giga Drain, get some HP back. We're in a bit of... You know what? Let's Surf. I kinda don't want to do that, though. That's the only problem. Could I Will-O-Wisp and burn you? The only problem is Will-O-Wisp has a very high chance to miss. Let's just resist Shadow Ball. Resisted Shadow Ball. Alright, Giga Drain gets some HP back. Judging by how much the Giga Drain did before, or the Energy Ball did before, the Shadow Ball should kill. Bye-bye. Too bad Deagloom doesn't exist yet. Good Pokemon, to be honest with... What? How could a bad man like us lose? Alright, all those guys are defeated. We'll get our counter in a second, but I want to heal first. Alright, we're here. Opelucid City. I'm gonna shut up for a second, because this song is really good. How do y'all like this song? This is a really good song. Fun fact, actually. Oh, before we get into that. Fun fact, actually. This is what the town looks like in Pokemon Black. It's more futuristic. However, in Pokemon White, it's got more of a relic-ish look and like an old, like, Blast to the Past look to it. And also a completely different town theme as well. It's actually really neat. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, is this the only town in a Pokemon game that's different between versions? I don't think any other Pokemon game does that. I could be wrong about that, but I think this is the only time we ever have that. Hello, Spammer, this way. Oh, he's doing his speech again. Gets us. What a liar. Just really trying to con everyone with his speech. You know you can interrupt it, right? Okay. That's correct. Our Lord N has combined his power with the legendary Dragon-type Pokemon, and intends to create a new world. We herald the return... Legend Dragon Hero? Who dat, huh? Anyways, the return of the hero of Unova, founder of this region. Pokemon are different from people. They are living beings who contain unknown potential. They are living beings from whom we humans have much to learn. They are beings whose greatness we should acknowledge. Beings who should be freed from our oppression. Freed? Pokemon? We, Team Plasma, invite you to join us. We all want to create a new world where people and Pokemon are both free. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we ask you now, please release your Pokemon. And so, I end my plea to you today. Thank you one and all for your attention. Where'd the flags go? I like the formation though, that's pretty cool. I've been playing Romancing Saga 2 recently, and in that game's battle system, you have a bunch of different formations you can use with your party, and it's kind of like that. Is it true? Have we been making Pokemon suffer? Maybe we should release our Pokemon League Team Plasma says. No way! Without Pokemon, I'll be lonely and sad. Yeah, the game version's way better than our anime version, at least until Journeys, where the anime kind of just does what they did with her in the game. But that's a discussion for another day. What was that about? That speech was off the charts strange. The cooperation of people and Pokemon is how Unova came to exist to begin with. That's any region, dude. If a Pokemon really didn't want anything to do with humans, it would simply leave. Capturing a Pokemon in a Pokeball doesn't mean you've captured its heart. Huh. Interesting thought. Let's go, Spare Bear. It's been a while, Iris and Drayden. Oh, Mr. Alder! And then the girl who helped out that time. I have a name, you know, Iris, whatever. What's wrong? What does the Wandering Champion who left the Pokemon League need from us? Briefly, my request is this. Tell us about the legendary Dragon-type Pokemon. Are you talking about Zekrom or Reshiram? Blue is Red Dragon or Red is Black Dragon? And what's the sudden interest? Moments ago, a troublemaker known as Getsus was here. What do you mean, moment? He's right there, dude. It was like a minute ago. Come on, man. He said a trainer named N had reawakened Zekrom. Yes, that trainer called N apparently told a Spare Bear here to search for the other Dragon-type Pokemon. I can't speak. Let me check that I have this straight. This N or what have you presumes to get the two Dragon-type Pokemon against each other in battle to test his conviction? Oh no! The Dragon-type Pokemon get along so well! That's right, Iris. The ones who make Pokemon battle are the trainers, and it's so the trainers and the Pokemon can get to know each other better. I'm going to the Pokemon League. No, I guess in this case I should say I'm returning to the Pokemon League. Of course, I'll defeat N. No, you won't. Spoiler alert. I'll teach him about the beauty of this world, where Pokemon and trainers live together in harmony. Also, Spare Bear, I'll await your arrival. Once you've obtained the Opelucid badge, come to the League. The Opelucid gym leader is tough. Take care. You know you're saying that right in front of him, right? Okay. Farewell. I'm counting you, Drayden and Iris. Ah, he's gone. Is he okay? He looked kind of scary. Don't worry, Iris. He's the strongest trainer in all the universe. That's really funny. Well, Spare Bear, is it? Come to my home. As Alder asked, I'll tell you everything I can about the legendary dragon Pokemon. Iris, child, please show the way. Or I didn't know, so I was Drayden talking, whatever. You bet. If it's Opelucid City, I can take you anywhere. As for the story of Zekrom and Reshiram, we'll tell you all we know about it. This way. That way. You don't need to say that. My legs work. We'll talk to them in the next episode. For now, let's go in here and heal. And then we're gonna go get our last encounter for the episode. Boot up the PC. Let's see. Oh wait, what am I doing? I didn't want to do that. Thank you for waiting. Or, what am I? I don't need to read this dialogue. Let's see what's in the mart over here. Hello, welcome. How may I help you? Alright, let's see if there's anything in this trash can. Also, I remember hearing a very sped up version of this theme on YouTube once. It kind of sounded like a futuristic theme for like a Sonic game or something. It's pretty cool, actually. This guy have anything to say? I'm happy when I'm eating. But when I don't get food, I'm angry. Who are you, Choji from Naruto? The words hungry and angry are similar, don't you think? So much so, we have a Pokemon with an ability called Hangry Switch, or its Hangry mode in later games. You know which Pokemon I'm talking about. Anyways, who should we have in the front for this? I think, depending on what we run into, let's have Velvet in the front to take a few hits. Alright, what will we find? Of course I get a Garbodor. Well, that's our encounter for Route 9. Alright, thankfully Garbodor only knows like normal and poison type hits, so this thing literally can't touch me. Get him the Ultra Ball. Yeah, she can in the one I'm calling the PWT. I'm well aware of that as well. Alright, part of me kinda wants to try and weaken you, but I don't want to accidentally end up fainting you. Got bouldered these nuts. Alright, come on, stay in the ball. Alright, Sludge Bomb can't touch me with that. We could Rock Slide instead. Well, Rock Slide and Metal Claw are the same power if you factor in same type attack bonus, so yeah. Come on, stay in the ball. And you're female as well. Is there a female Tales of character besides Rita that I really don't like? Well, there's Agria and Rain, but I don't think that fits for Garbodor. Alright, we got the Garbodor, though. Garbodor, the trash heap Pokemon. It clinches opponents with its left arm and finishes them off with foul-smelling poisonous gas. Drenched, or bleached. Belched? Yeah, belched. From its mouth. That is rancid. Whatever. Female Tales of character that I really don't like. Again, if I didn't have a Pokemon named Rita already, I'd name this one Rita, but no. Alright, if that's who you'd like me to raid. You know, I got an idea. It's not a character I dislike, but let's name her after a Tales of villain that happens to be female. Heroine from Tales of Eternia, the main villain of that game, as well as a one of the Greater Cramels, if I remember correctly, from Celestia. So, Heroine, the Garbodor, welcome aboard. Alright, and one other thing I'd like to do before we end things off. Actually, yeah, hold up. Let me do one little battle real fast just so Velvet can level up. And then we're gonna go into that little mart over there. Minchino. Earthquake. Earth tremble and shake. Alright, level 49 is Velvet. Alright, Velvet wants to learn Sandstorm. No need. It's kind of hard to make a team around Sandstorm and Hail in Generation 5, I think. Alright, so there's some trainers we can actually battle in here. I believe this one being one of them. Welcome! Would you like a cold drink with your Pokemon battle? I remember I had trouble with some of the trainers here back in elementary school. So I'm trying to brace myself a little more here. Alright, Waitress Flo sends out a Minchino. Critical hit Earthquake, well geez, overkill. And Relogante. You know what? I really hope you don't protect my switch and go into a sleep powder. But let's go with Teresa here. Cedar Dance, oh, screw you. Cedar Dance is such an annoying move. Come on, Teresa, you can do it. No. Ow, that did quite a bit. Oh, and you're gonna Quiver Dance, really? Thank the Lord you only have grass type moves. Come on, Teresa, you can do it. Snapped out of fusion, good girl. Who dodged a bullet there? That could have been a problem. Alright, Teresa's now level 49. That was a wonderful battle, bravo! Playing hide and seek would be fun. Have you heard? There's a cave along Route 9. Oh yeah, I forgot about that cave. Can't go there until post-game, though. I don't know exactly where it is or what it is, what's in it, though. I could shop at the shopping mall a lot because I want all the TMs. I'm a rich boy, so I have great Pokemon. Alright, Rich Boy Manuel. Sends out a light bird. Yeah, it's so great. Alright, take him with the earthquake. I am a rich boy, even though I lost. I'm not frustrated. Bleh. Alright, yes. I am a waiter who is good at Pokemon battles. Are you now? Alright, waiter Bert. Since I'm in Chano. Alright, Earthquake again. Alright, Lampan. This is the trainer I remember having trouble with back in elementary school. This Lampan gave me some shit, because I remember I was using my Vanillix against it, and it beat my Vanillix back then, and I don't like that. So here's my revenge from way back when, in like 2011. Wonderful battle. A learning experience. Thanks for the help. Hey, Pokemon Trainer, do you know about an item called the Thunderstone? So you know Thunderstones make certain Pokemon evolve then. Nice. Meeting here must be fate. This is for you. You've attained a Thunderstone. Too bad I don't have any Pokemon I can use that on. Hello. How may I help you? So this is one of the best shops in any Pokemon game in my opinion, because you get a lot of really neat items here. Alright, and this is where you can get the stat boosting items. I'm gonna go look trying to grind all the money for that in this game. It's not the easiest task. Alright, we don't need any of those right now. You can get different Pokeballs here, as you just saw. There's a TM store here, if I remember correctly. I think this is it. Yes, it is. Alright, and you get Hyper Beam and Gigaton Impact over here, but we don't need either of those moves. Plus, they're extremely risky to use. You might be wondering what this room here is. It's actually a room for a certain Pokemon we can get in the post-game. Alright, we got power point-ups. This mountain of cardboard. They're all full of electronics we can't sell anymore. They're just going to waste. I wonder if someone could put them to good use. I wonder what Pokemon can use electronics. It's full of cardboard boxes with electrical appliances in them. I wonder. Oh well, we'll probably never know. Also, they have a cash register sitting over here. That's funny. Alright, I think we've done all we need to do. Let's go back to Opelucid City. And let us heal up real fast. And then we'll run things off. Yeah, that's a pretty neat animation. It's very similar to the 3DS animations, though. Yeah, you're right about that. That's a lot of animations in Scarlet and Violet, let's be honest. Again, not because the devs were lazy, they just don't have the time to do it. But anyways, and that will be it for this edition of the Pokemon Black and Nuzlocke. If y'all enjoyed this and you want to see more, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and follow. Hit one of the videos you see on screen enough on YouTube and that bell button for more. In the next episode, we will go talk to Iris over there in the background. Oh, let me save as well while I'm at it. Special thank you to everyone for joining me once again for this wonderful video. Hey, we've seen 100 Pokemon. Plus, consider answering the question today in the link description below. Of all the towns in Pokemon, which one is your favorite and why? Let us know. Opelucid City isn't my favorite town, because I'm more into the beachy towns in Pokemon, like Olivine City or Humalao City, but even then. And consider becoming a YouTube member for $3 a month and a subscriber for $6 a month for wonderful bonuses, such as an ad-free experience. Anyways, for those of you on Twitch, let's end this off with a quick raid, and you want me to raid Ib, that's who we shall raid. And he is playing Legends Arceus, Sender Mirror and Wavering Love and Support. Alright, thank you all for watching. Have a perfect day.